Welcome to SEO Time Machines, the world's first operating system for your browser. I'm Dimitri, the creator, and today I'd like to show you page annotation. Page annotation is similar to the screenshot tool. It has the same tools, except that it is sticky. It's persistent. When you go off the page and come back, it will be there. It's like a live drawing, a sticky note, a note that you want to leave yourself. So this is useful for web developers and just anyone that wants to make a note on a particular page. There's no limit to it, so you can just leave yourself notes all over the internet. But the way it works is if you type PA into the quick launch toolbar, you see page annotation is the first one, and you'll see up here you have a lot of the same tools that you have in screenshot tool, but it is pared down because it's really just for making quick notes. If you want to choose a color, you can do so here. There's also a custom color option, so you can choose any shade that you want. If you can have up to 5 custom colors in here. If you type, if you just double click something, it will open a note, so you can type in a note. When you close it, you don't have to double click it to open it. You can just hover it and it'll show you. There's also a numbers tool. So the numbers work a little bit different. They're more like a priority system rather than a consecutive number system, the same way that you have in screenshot tools. So if I keep clicking 1, I'll keep getting 1. Now, if I have a red one, you'll notice that the one with the note has a little plus on it. That's to let you know that it is a note rather than a number. If you press escape and get out of the notes, you can click on anything and delete it if you don't want it to be there, or if you just placed it accidentally. We also have the line tool. So A for arrow gives you arrows, L for lines gives you underline, B for box gives you boxes, and plus and minus up here will give you the thickness. So if I want a very thin line or a very thin box for whatever reason, then doing that through there. So when you want to delete something, you have to press escape so nothing is highlighted up here. Select the element you want to delete and then just press the delete button. And once it's closed, you'll notice that when you refresh the page, it will be there on the page when you refresh it. So it's persistent. There is one more little note here on the bottom right hand corner. This tells you when there are annotations on the page. So the reason that's there is that if you have a very long page and you only have something at the bottom that is annotated rather than at the top, you may miss it otherwise. If you're just flicking through your website or you're developing something, this will tell you there's something there, and when you click it, it will actually scroll down to the bottom and show you the piece that's annotated. There is one more option that when you launch the quick launch toolbar and you press remove, or you just type remove, there's a remove all annotations buttons, which will delete everything on the page and refresh. So if you have 20 notes or characters, you can just press that and it will do it all in one go. There's one more thing here. There are some icons. So this is kind of like just to show yourself, and these of course can also be toggled with the plus and minus to give you bigger or smaller icons. So you can see these next ones are bigger than the previous ones, and they're more really just for a quick note to yourself to look at something or to pay attention to something, or that something needs to be deleted or something can stay. This is a personal annotation tool. In other words, it lives on your local system memory. It's not shared. It can't be shared unless you take a screenshot, for example, but it is not designed for use for teams or anything like that. It's a personal tool for yourself, and there are no limits to it. In other words, you can go to any page, any part of the website, leave notes wherever you want to do something. So it can be used almost like a study guide as well, if that's something that you wanted to do. And it is there until you clear your local storage. So make sure that if there are notes that you do want to keep, that you don't clear the local storage, which may happen if you do a clear cache option and it asks you if you want to clear local storage as well. Make sure that it is unticked, because all of SEO Time Machines runs on local storage and you can lose some aspects of what you've done. So just be sure to be careful with that thing only. You hardly ever really need to use it, so there's no real reason to clear the local storage. But if you do, just make sure that you back everything up or take screenshots of what you want to do. All right, that is page annotations from SEO Time Machines.